Okay, today's class will be a chakra yin class. So I invite you to work with the chakras, and you don't have to. But if you want, you can see what's happening if you focus, concentrate, and follow my guidance. So first of all, find a comfortable seat. We start with a little breath work. Yogic breathing from lower belly, filling the air up until the chest and the collarbones, and then exhaling everything out again. So find your own rhythm, full body breath. Rhythmic, gentle, soft, but present. The pranayama technique we do today is called alternate nostril breathing, nadi shodhana. The cleansing of the nadis, the energy channels. For that, please place the index and the middle finger onto your forehead and use your thumb and the fourth finger to close the nostrils, alternating. So we start by closing with the thumb the right nostril down. Inhale 3 times into the left and exhale through the left. So just breathing through the left. You can maintain a rhythmic slow breath. And then exhale and close the left to breathe 3 times through the right. If one of the nostrils is blocked, you can release the hands and just imagining that you breathe through one nostril. Good. Open both. Take one breath through both. One sigh. And start with closing the right. Inhale left side. Close the left. Exhale right side. Inhale right side. Exhale left side. Now we're adding a count. Inhale for 4 on left. 2, 3, 4. Exhale right side. 2, 3, 4. Inhale right side. 2, 3, 4. Exhale left. 2, 3, 4. Inhale left. 2, 3, 4. Exhale right. 2, 3, 4. Inhale right. 2, 3, 4. Exhale left. 2, 3, 4. Inhale left. Now we're adding a pause after the inhale. Inhale and pause. Close both. Exhale right. 2, 3, 4. Inhale right side. 2, 3. Pause. Hold the breath. Exhale left. 2, 3, 4. Inhale left. 2, 3, 4. Hold. Exhale right. 2, 3, 4. Inhale right. 2, 3, 4. Hold. Exhale left. 2, 3, 4. Do one more round on your own. When you finish the round, please come back to a natural breath, release the hand. Check with yourself, how do I feel? And it's more a tuning into what's present rather than finding the right words and analyzing and naming. Just sense. Good, let's chant one Om together to start this practice. Please inhale through the nose. Exhale. Inhale to chant. And find your way onto your back to relax. Make it comfortable and find stillness. And follow the sound of this bell. I will ring it for 3 times. Just follow until you cannot hear it anymore. Connecting with one of your senses is like a magnet that pulls you into the present moment. To start with, please scan through your body from the feet, slowly upwards to the head. Just feel into every body part. Simply to give yourself a loving attention. And then, to find your first pose, please roll to the side and find yourself in a seat. The first pose is called butterfly. Place the soles of the feet together. Inhale the spine straight and then lean forward to round it again and just flow down. If you want, it's excellent to use a bolster under the knees. You can also use a block for your head. Or even, if you want more stretch, you can place the feet on a block. Relax the arms and especially the head and the neck. And we're going to stay for about 6 minutes in every pose today. So take it easy. Go until 50-60% of your range of motion. And as in Yin Yoga, you don't need to achieve anything specific. You don't need to perform. You don't need to arrive somewhere, to be someone. You don't even need to prove something to yourself. You're allowed to just rest and merge in being, in sensing and receiving. Let the breath flow freely into the belly. And gently invite your awareness to travel to the root chakra, that place at the bottom of your pelvis, between anus and genitals, the very bottom. And first of all, feel, sense into your physical body. What can you feel there? Stay relaxed but attentive to all kinds of emotions, thoughts, memories, pictures, whatever comes up. There's no need to change any of them, just being softly attentive. Imagine with every breath a wave of relaxation radiates from that root chakra, Muladhara, outwards into the whole body. And for the second half of this pose, imagine a red light pulsating and place an intention into that area. May that be healing or nurturance. Pulsating as a red light. You can add the English affirmation if you want, so I am. I am worthy of existence. My being is infinite worth, infinite value. Placing the qualities of the earth element, stability, security, fertility, grounding. With the mantra Lam, you can internally repeat the mantra Lam if you want, at the base of the spine. Take 1 or 2 more breaths where you are. And very, very slowly first lift the head and remove the hands. And now you can either just sit and chant with me. We do, as a pause, we do a bija mantra for that chakra. Or you can lie down if you don't want to chant. You can just lie down on your back. So close the eyes down wherever you are and place your awareness again at the root chakra. We just repeat the mantra Lam over and over again for about a minute or so. And imagine those sounds emanating from the root chakra. To chant, please inhale. Lam, 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 lam. One long. And lie down on your back or stay in seated. Let go of any technique and just observe what's happening inside. No expectations that anything has to happen. The next pose we're going to do is called Child's Pose. So please find your way into a kneeling, to come into child's pose. Again, your variation, with or without bolster, open knees, closed knees, hands forward or to the sides. First of all, relax into that pose, into that shape of body. Find your breath. And let the breath flow into the area of the sacrum. That's the little bony part where the spine flows into the hips. So breathe into the lower back and into the sacrum. And just sense, just feel what's there. Attentive yet relaxed. Breathing awareness into the second chakra, Swadhisthana. As you breathe, settle your awareness in the center of the hips or into the sacrum and find an intention, maybe a spontaneous word or emotion or symbol that represents your intention, or let it be healing and nurturance. And let the orange light pulsate that represents your intention. The English affirmation would be, I feel. I'm connected to my feelings and emotions. The element is water. Invite those qualities of water, fluidity, flexibility, being at ease, at flow, adaptive, life-giving. And you can also use the mantra, which is VAM, to let it pulsate, the Svadhisthana chakra. Breathing a couple more times into that center. And slowly finding your way into a seated or back into a neutral pose on the belly or back. If you want to chant, come into a seat. The mantra is VAM, element of water. VAM, 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 VAM. One long. If you want to lie down, otherwise just sit in stillness. And observe what's happening inside, no expectations. If you're on your belly, please turn onto your back. If you are seated, please lie down. The next posture is called Twisted Roots. Very simple. Please draw your knees into your chest and let the knees go to the left side. Maybe walk the hip to the right a little bit first, and then knees to the left. And you can either just place your arms wherever they want, or you can place your, I think it's the left hand on your solar plexus and the right hand onto your back, just below the left hand, so you feel your own breath. So if you're not 100% sure, you can have a look at me. One is in front of the solar plexus, the other one from the backside at the lower ribs. And relax here and feel the breath flowing into that area of center. The third chakra, Manipura, solar plexus chakra. Before you imagine anything, just sense into it. Refine the awareness of what's present and what wants to be felt. Now you can imagine a yellow light pulsating between navel and sternum. Setting an intention either what comes spontaneous or healing and nurturance. Element of fire. The mantra Ram, Ram. Softly releasing the hands first. And we switching sides directly, so bring the knees up again, maybe lift the hip to the other side and then let the knees go to the right. One hand on the belly or solar plexus, the other hand somewhere there where the kidneys are, probably. And first, feel the breath, feel the movement. And if you want to return to chakra awareness, placing awareness together with an intention. That pulsates as a yellow light and radiates outwards. The English affirmation is I do, I act. I create. The mantra is Ram. If you want to let Ram vibrate in the Manipura chakra, silently repeat it as it would live somewhere in the solar plexus. And slowly release that pose to return to center, and maybe if you want to a seated to chant. Chanting the mantra Ram. Imagine it emanates from the solar plexus. Ram, 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 ram. One long. Feel into it. And for those who are lying down, please find yourself in a seat. And everybody else, find your fish pose. Place a bolster behind your buttocks. The sit bones are still connected to the floor, and then just lie down and open the arms. If that's not enough, you can place a block underneath where the heart would be, underneath the bolster, to elevate that bolster a little more. But only if you're okay with also having the neck opened. Find your breath. And spread the arms wide, just as a mudra, a symbol, a gesture of openness. The heart chakra, anahata, feeling into the center of the chest. First, just sensing, open awareness. Nothing has to happen. And you just feel what wants to be felt, or hear, see what wants to be seen and heard. There's this gentle willingness to receive without acting, without grasping. Allowing breath to enter the heart area and to flood it with awareness. And now listen to that center if there's an intention that wants to spark, that wants to be placed into the heart chakra. You can also use the English affirmation, I love, or I am unconditional love. And let that spread out through the body into the world. A green light pulsating. Some sources also state a golden light or a red light. It's the center of the self, the essence. Which is the unstruck sound, as a metaphor for the soul that can experience everything but is not touched by anything, cannot be destroyed or hurt. Yet is always present. Take one more breath here. And find your way onto a neutral position or into a seat to chant the mantra Yam. Yam, 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 yam. One long. So now our last pose will be for the throat chakra. And I give you two or three, even three options. Number one is the melting heart posture, but with the forehead on the floor or even the chin, depends on your flexibility. So you are on your knees and then you lie down and bring the head down to the floor. Second option is a snail, which is quite intense. So only if you feel alright. A snail is bringing the knees over your head, and that's heavily influencing the neck here. And so huge back bend, but you can do it if you want. And the last option, but softer, would be a bridge pose, where you just place a block underneath and you relax here. Still have gentle stimulation of the throat and blood flow inverted. That's what we want. So see which one of those suit you for today. And you can also switch in between if something gets too intense. Another option when you're in snail, when you have the feet over your head, is to place a bolster underneath the feet so they are resting a little bit higher, just as an option. So find your pose and gently relax into the pose. To eventually guide your awareness to the throat, the center of the neck. To first simply sense what's present. Invite a light blue light to pulsate at the center of the throat, Vishuddha Chakra, and set an intention or a question. What do I need here? If you want an English affirmation, it would be, I speak, I express my truth. And the element here is space, that infinite vastness that holds everything, that lets sound having the space to vibrate, energy to flow, bodies to express, the world to be created. The mantra is hum, hum. Let that vibrate. If you are in the snail, please come back out. Yeah. In snail, you need a little bit more rest time. And for all others, please also slowly release that pose. Find your neutral pose, Shavasana-like, or a seat to chant hum. One lung. Please lie down. The last pose is Shavasana, as a pose to focus on the third eye. Stay here for about 3 minutes. Ajna Chakra, the point between the eyebrows, or alternatively, the center of the brain, center of the head. So invite your awareness, don't force it, invite it to rest there, pulsate. And open to hear, see, feel, sense what's present here. We are not chasing an experience, we are just open to receive. And maybe it's the most subtle sensation or it's fireworks, it doesn't matter. You can imagine the absence of color, that transparency or emptiness pulsating or opening up for you. And seeing if something emerges out of that as an intention. And allow the mantra Om gently to appear and vibrate at the point between the eyebrows, silently, internally. Om. 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 Good. Let the breath become more present, more full. Maybe give yourself a sigh and start to wiggle toes and hands and the head. And for our final little bit of practice, find a seated position, roll over to one side, rest there for a breath or two, and find your seat. So either silently or chanting aloud, reconnecting all the chakras with an Om that rises from the bottom in the center of the body to the top of the head. And you travel there with your awareness, simultaneously chanting the Om. When you run out of air, you breathe and start again in your own rhythm. You can choose your own tone. And imagine it more like an A-U-M. And you start with the A at the bottom, and then in the center you do the U. And then when you come to your mouth, you close it and chant, you hum the M and let it rise until the top of the head, where you're like ending in infinite silence, let's say. And then after a short while, you start again. So if you want to join that little bit of practice, please inhale with me together. Exhale. Inhale to chant. Find your own rhythm. One last. Rest your awareness at the top of the head. Bring the awareness back down to the heart and place your hands on it or in front of it to honor that beingness you are and all the other beings. If you want, chant with me to close the session. Please inhale to chant from the heart. Om. Inhale, shanti, shanti, shanti. Shanti, shanti, shanti. Practice is complete. Namaste.